funny. That was clutch.
Okay.
That was great.
Okay, wait. That's not my. I still have movement.
Yeah.
I am first going to. Can I do object interaction?
Sure.
Texting.
Huh?
Texting.
Yes.
Actually, no. I will. Yeah, I will text. No. We need to be stealthy about this. I'm going to text our group chat saying, "Yellow man in cave. Approximate direction here. Might be mastermind." And then I'm going to just. What is this again?
An outpatient area.
Actually, can I go in here?
St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can. And is there like a window?
Yes. I can't give no windows to us.
Okay, great. I have a window so I can see this guy. This is also me taking
You're
cover.
attacking at 10 feet.
I'm not attacking yet.
Okay.
I'm just saying, there's going to be, what do you call it? What was that thing? Yeah, that is also me taking cover from the sandstorm that might come. Also asking, ideally, if the little sparrow can follow me.
The little sparrow comes to follow you, and two bees immediately come out of Byzantine and come in front of your eyes, and it's like,
New friend.
They are pissed that they were not picked to do this recon mission. Yeah.
They come out.
Little sparrow can come in. That's not a problem. Little sparrow is not giving you flyby advantage, it's just following you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. Wait, bee stance is a concentration?
It is a concentration.
Cool. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Can you see past the dragon?
Yeah, y'all see the globe being hit by the sparrow and start to come to form, and there's a lot of fog inside and it's roiling, and sometimes you see one wing, sometimes you see just the claws, but very clear what it is. Dragon has just appeared in every town. As soon as the dragon appears though, the true spectrums just dissipate in thin air, and like the dust that was falling to the ground, these just go into the air. But now that you know where it's going, immediately starts darting towards the dragon and gets absorbed into the globe. I need everybody to make an intelligence save.
5. That's 20 to the 5.
Yeah.
29.
33.
33.
15 and 23, right? The two of you need to roll d4s, please.
1.
Maximum HP reduce. Sava, even though you knew something was happening and somebody was making you think that this world is maybe not ever town and shaking your trust in it, you recall, I'm a prodigy, an heir to everything she owns. The path has already said if you die, Auslan will take over. Everything will be fine. You do not need to stay alive. Solar, 2 bees leave Byzantine.
No! I have 621 bees now.
Oh, thanks. Cool.
Wait, what are we checking out?
And can I see the dragon?
Yes,
or
definitely.
Is that
yes.
not?
You can see the dragon.
I'm like,
It's not
wow,
going with the tree.
that's an unusual sort of cloud. I think I'm gonna watch that. Just check out this part of the story for now. Shall I make a perception check?
Yeah, let's do a perception check.
Not 20!
Not 20.
How did you...
See all softways right now, yeah. Things get real quiet when you're down here. You just need to lower yourself a little bit.
This little creature skating on the top of the resource center is not just enjoying the show from a distance, it is enjoying your slow disillusionment with this world. Maybe not your own, maybe while you watch the clouds and the story of the jellyfish on the pirate ship, yours, you'll be fine. But you know Nalassava standing next to you is not looking as confident, is not swinging as hard. And you realize every time that little creature, bloodthirsty, looks at her, is when she starts. On a nat 20, you also realize this dragon was biding its time. It was invisible, it's inside a globe, just to not be touched because it's waiting for something. What that is, you don't know yet.
Is the dragon flying or is it
It's
sitting?
hovering. It's not powerful enough to fully fly and stretch its wings, but it's hovering in the air. Yeah,
How high up is it?
outside the resource center is 20 feet already, and then the dragon is another 30 feet.
So it's like 50 feet up.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll do my con save.
yeah. Come on. Two. Yeah.
That's an 11.
Oh, you make it. You make it. When the dragons release the con saves and everything just changes. You are up. But that is the end of your turn, and Crem, that's you.
First thing I'm going to do. So, this guy, these two are two separate things. Right?
Yeah.
How do I understand dragons in this world?
In the lore that you've read of pre-satellite times, there used to be myths about dragons.
Okay. And
That's what you understand.
this creature is malicious. Something.
It's malicious, doesn't look at all like it looks a lot more fitting in the natural environment here than a dragon.
It's a lot more fitting in the natural environment here. Okay. I am going to first force strike the creature.
Yep.
So con 15.
Oh, so is a cantrip? Con 15. Yeah, makes it.
So mix.
Doesn't take anything?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And
That's an
then
action.
I am going to bonus action shoot the creature with Archer. So that is 21 to hit.
Crem.
So let's try for mine. Yeah.
It doesn't hit.
21 doesn't hit.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's one of those. That's a hit.
You want to move anything at all? Okay, cool. A sandstorm rushes towards you from the desert. I need everybody to make a dex save.
Me?
Oh,
That's
that is real.
Fail, right?
You're fine. Oh, you're up. You made it.
Alright, I'm up.
Yeah.
Save.
Nat 1. Yo, we homebrewed something for now once. We're gonna be 16.
6.
10, 12, 14 points of damage. How much are you at?
9.
4 more points of damage.
16.
Oh no, that's just, you get extra because of an hour one.
So 18. Yeah, that's right.
But also, Solar, now you hear the Pakshi screech in the distance and you peek out of another window in the hospital with abundant windows and you see a stampede of Pakshis come down onto the resource center. They look tortured, they look like they want to escape this sandstorm as well, but there's no going anywhere. But what you see though is as these Pakshis come towards the resource center and start to cross these bridges to get away from the desert, they suddenly can't move. And one of them, some screeches and tortured, just leaps across the bridge, but is no longer a Pakshi. It seems to be growling with red fire in its eyes. And another just slips off the bridge entirely, splashes into the acre, screams for a second, and then emerges walking like a Pakshi, but in Technicolor. And its teeth are dripping with acid. And Nalassava, you see, it advances towards you.
Comes up from the water.
Comes up from the water. Acre, not the water.
Okay.
Yeah. Two turned Pakshis come over from the bridge and from amongst the acre, and they start to climb on top of the land. Nalassava, you're obsessed with Pakshis. You worship an olden form of Pakshis. You know everything about them. It's almost like there is an actual ancestral Pakshi dancing in front of you with your shield of faith. I need you to make a persuasion check. It's a DC 15. If it works, this Pakshi is working for you. Yeah. Let's go.
I don't have any That's 18.
Yeah, it works. Okay. This Pakshi is coming from the back. Or it will go on your turn. It makes 2 attacks, and you just tell me where to attack it, and I'll do the damage and attack rolls for you. But essentially, you see this. Do you want to do it or should I? Okay, cool. You see this ancestral ostrich? Is that the word that you were told by the warlock? It turns its beak. For most people, it's ugly, but to this technical Pakshi, it looks like the image of destiny. This is what I want to be. You almost hear this Pakshi talk, and then your ostrich just pecks it in the face and says, no. And you can't tell what's happening, but you know it's working because immediately it bows its head and comes up behind you. Technically, that will be on its turn or when you go, but it happens right now.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How high can Pakshis jump?
Not very. What's happening here? What do you want to do?
Can I say something very brief to her as I see this happen?
Yes?
I say, get it to here or further out, like here, whatever.
Okay.
Or here? Like here and...
Yeah,
Okay.
here and further.
How high can the jump is what you said?
Yeah.
And yourself if possible.
Okay.
6 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. There are still a bunch of people lingering around these rivers, and these non-existent rivers, and they're trying to stay away, but they can't quite tell if they should help these Pakshis, if they should help you, if that sparrow that fell from the middle of nowhere in the sky should be went and sought help for. I will give you all a new mechanic. These bystanders could either be in danger of being attacked by all the creatures that are attacking you, or they could help you. You could rally Evertonians to your aid as well. But for now, standing in the middle of a very confusing allegiance, the zombie just keeps shredding and is going to try and attack Nalassava. Does not have advantage anymore. AC? 20 now, right? Does not hit. Okay. It tries to slash at your face, but then Pakshi, the technical Pakshi, just gets in the way and squawks it away. So that's it.
Okay, first thing. Is there anybody around me inside the hospital?
Yes.
Is there
Many
have
people.
anything that can help heal me?
Do you have anything that can help heal me?
Yes. Asking for healing
It
forces,
simply
essentially.
has to be yes. Yeah.
Like, alright, I'm busy helping tackle enemies outside, so if you could administer this to me, that would be fantastic.
Oh my dear. You're not even going to use a bonus action?
Wait.
Okay, just because people are gripped by inertia when these things happen, give me a persuasion check to see how quickly they react. It's a DC 10. This is a hospital, they're trained for this.
Persuasion, right?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, don't betray me. 20. Not 20.
You get 12 hit points back as 2 nurses immediately come and they're just like, healing potion sounds like they're from a fantasy novel, and they just, what is it called, defib? They just defib you. And you're suddenly hit by the electricity, you're just like, I guess. 2 more bees come out of the bees in time and they're like, and they go back.
And
What do you want to do?
I
Free interaction.
Free
I am
12 points of healing.
angry because I noticed that the Bakshis have been hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if Solar doesn't usually get angry, Solar is just buzzing with energy, but animals, you harm them, that's what gets to. It's like, they're still cute, but how dare you? And takes out his bow. Is the window open?
Give me an exit.
Otherwise, I'll open it.
Yeah, you will open it.
13.
No, it's not.
I will open it.
Okay, that's
And then move back. I still have enough that. So
I
first,
see what's happening.
I
I know what's happening.
am going to use sharp shooter for my first attack. That's a 22.
You're trying to hit this person, right? Give me a wisdom saving throw.
19 plus whatever my wisdom is, which is
As you knock your arrow and you take aim,
3, 20 something.
you see this man holding his sword suddenly turns to you. And for a second, you almost don't want to lose the arrow. You hold it back. And you're like, huh? And then you loosen it. Roll your damage.
Roll my damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your attack roll?
22.
Yeah.
16 again.
What?
16. Because I used shock
Sure, man.
Second
These
attack.
speeds are crazy. Okay,
Second
yeah.
attack. Once again, sharpshooter. Nah, that won't work. 17 minus 5, 12, right?
Roll wisdom save. This time with the advantage.
17.
It doesn't work, but you realize why a second ago you wanted to hold that arrow back. You don't want to hit this person. You just it's wrong. You cannot hit this person.
Do I get the sense that this guy is telling me not to hit? Like, is this guy trying to tell me not to hit him, or is it because this guy's friendly? Do I recognize this person?
You don't recognize him, but you can't tell anything else.
Can I tell if he's friendly or not?
How is that?
When that feeling of like not wanting to hit, do I get the feeling that it's because this guy is friendly to me? Like, is it a hostile stop? Don't try?
He looked at you an alarm. It could be alarm of no, don't hit me, or it could be how dare you. You can't quite tell.
Okay.
That's your action and free interaction. And there's anything else you want to do?
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark at this guy.
I don't think we've been doing concentration, so let's do that.
I did not have a concentration.
That's fine.
Yet.
You did have decent. But we're fine. Yeah, go.
I didn't take any damage. So anyway. Is my descent still on?
Yeah.
Still up to an hour. Okay. I'm going to get
You only have a huh?
100 mark.
So B sense is gone, and you can 100 marks this guy. It's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. One thing though, like, so do I get the sense that this guy made any sort of like desires to hold on to certain concentration things when I hit it? Like, was he trying to do something to hold on to?
I appreciate the hustle. Tell me what that would feel like to you in your body, 10 feet away from
Not
somebody
body.
else.
I'm looking at him. When he got hit by my arrow, did I feel him trying
Like,
to
did
hold
he
on?
take out a bag of dice and roll concentration?
No,
Okay.
like trying to, as in, if he was doing anything here,
Yeah.
instinctively I'm going to guess if he looks there to try and hold on to
You need
something.
insight check.
Perception? Because I was looking, perceiving it, not insighting it.
No. Not really. No.
Okay. That's an 8.
It's an 8. All you remember is that he looked at you sharply. You couldn't even tell what that sharp look was, so you can't quite tell if he was doing anything else in the background. Alrighty. This dude is still here?
It's not his turn, he takes me.
Yeah. As a concept or as
Do I
a
roll a d4?
Is it M?
Is it material?
Yes.
I mean, it's active though.
It is already
material.
active, you don't need to do that right now.
Yeah, okay.
Is it again a con save or is it
It's
automatic?
again a con save.
What's the con save?
15.
Fails.
11 points.
11 points damage?
Yeah.
You want to describe how this happens?
The moon has been, essentially the radiant energy has been shining and shining.
Yeah.
The
Multiple stars are coming down to hit it in its face.
It starts to, it starts, you can see him kind of like crumble, like start to struggle under the weight
Yep.
of the light.
Yeah. And it starts to dissipate and tries to like move again, but as half of its body becomes vapor, the other half is torn apart and spread in so many directions that it cannot gather again. It's gone. Fantastic. That was just at the start of its turn. That's you.
The Hakshi moves with me.
Yes, on your turn. Makes 2 attacks.
So I have 2 attacks and Hakshi also.
Yes.
Fantastic.
You can also try rallying people to your support if you want, but you have quite a lot happening.
But I should also move away. Can I talk to
Yep, definitely. Go for it.
I'm like, do you have this covered?
Sort of.
I do.
I feel like we need to work together because these things suck. Trust me.
Right. Okay.
She's like, really?
I will.
I guess so.
I feel like they just make you a little cold. Like, what's the big deal?
Me too.
Like in my head, I'm thinking like he didn't do enough like warm ups and stuff. Warm up your body in order to not feel cold. Okay, I will do an attack on the zombie with my warhammer. Wait, no, actually, you know what? I'll do a poison spray on him.
Okay.
So
It's a cantrip.
Okay, so at this point, Nalassava is quite annoying. She does something that she doesn't usually do. She sprays very stinky bird urine at the zombie from this like small perfume like pockets at her wrist. So the urine is
She's Spider-Man.
the urine normally helps to like attract birds when she's bird watching. But in this case, it's
no, why
poisonous
does that
to the
happen?
touch of like other creatures.
I didn't make a dex save.
It's a con save.
It's a con save?
Wait, no, attack. I think. Wait, I'm confused. It says con 14.
Yeah, con 14.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have material confidence, right? On
No.
the... Are you attacking the zombie, right?
On the zombie. Yeah.
Big save.
Okay.
It's just wet and irritated, and you can tell it burns it a little bit because it's mostly just flesh, and it is very annoyed.
Okay. Nalassava is like, okay, Azoris, I think you got this. And then she'll move here.
Just
Take an
move on.
attack.
Yeah,
You take
she'll
both.
take
You
a
take
point.
both away.
But if you just move here, you wouldn't take the attack.
Right.
You'd still
Take
take
one
one
from here.
You take one from that.
Just
You don't know about that creature yet.
No, we don't.
Okay, you know what? I'll move here. Yeah. And the Pakshi will move with me.
Yeah, you can position it wherever you want.
Make an attack.
Yeah.
keep
Go-
space for my
Go
movie.
there and attack.
Keep space
that.
for movie.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
So the Pakshi attacks.
yeah, you want the Bakshi to attack the zombie itself?
Yeah.
Nalassava. That spray that you just did gets not just the zombie, but the Pakshi behind it. And immediately reminds that Pakshi of who he is. And you have that one as well.
Oh!
And because they're flanking, this one attacks with advantage.
Oh!
Perfect.
The moment you were doing that, I was like, I hate this, but it'll happen. Okay, that's one hit. That's another hit. Could you roll 4d6 plus 6 acid damage? So that's 2 hits, so 2d6 plus 3 twice.
Okay, my d6s are somehow gone.
4d6
I have 3 here,
plus 6.
1 4 here actually.
So I roll 2d6s twice.
4d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
5, 7,
7 plus 6.
13.
13. That zombie didn't get a lot from your poison spray, but that immediately turned these two turned and tortured Pakshis, gave them a sense of realization what their allegiances are and what to attack, and they immediately bite, claw, a rain of horns and thorns, just shredding the zombie apart. He is teetering and is about to fall. But that is your turn. Is there anything else you want to do?
Are there people around me?
Yeah. There are people fleeing away, they're not quite that close. But there are. What do you want to do?
I'm like, if you can fight, please fight. If you cannot fight, please go away.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, that's not very good. 10.
Roll a d4. Is it 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. You shout. A lot of people, maybe they wouldn't have been persuaded if you were on the ground or if you were not quite succeeding, but they just saw you command 2 incredibly strong beast, but nothing but just a spray of what they think is water. And a lot of people want to follow you. And one, especially, turns and looks to you and is now under your command.
Ooh.
So cool.
This is that block.
So
Can you?
cool.
How in one turn do you have 3 lackeys?
So
Is
cool.
what I don't understand. These stats are there, and there's one ability. Do you want to read the ability out?
May move and improvise and action. Does not take opportunity attacks.
So if you want to do an attack,
Yeah.
it'll be an improvised, like you'll figure out dex and stuff kind of thing.
Okay.
But you can have this one person who's moving and attacking on your behest, also goes on your turn, so you have a lot going right now. I'm going to say, because you were shouting on this side, you can have this person anywhere here. That's you. That's your person.
Wait, anywhere, right?
Anywhere here. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, they don't have bases, so we be calm with them. Cool! That's an epic turn. But that is the end of your turn. I need everybody to make an intelligence saving throw. We already know this.
Ooh.
Oh no!
15?
That
Oh, 15 fails, right?
5 again. What is with me and
5, now
intelligence
1, you said
check?
15?
30.
20, 15 succeeds now. Let's roll those d4s.
1 again.
So 1.
Asava. You roll another d4. Now ones, now ones. You take away 3 maximum health. Hey, a bunch of people are coming to your rescue and they do want to help you. Maybe they'll just die with you. That's what's happening.
Oh, thanks.
If I die, what happens to this person with puppies?
This person probably flees, is what you think. They're being held here just by force of your conviction. Azoris, that's your turn.
I would like to look at this creature and that dude
Yeah.
and try to figure out which one is the more important threat. Like, if one of them were going to go down, which one should go down?
You can roll an insight. Because you've spent, some would say 18 seconds observing what is happening on the battlefield, you can do this with advantage.
Alright.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna make that.
23.
As far as if somebody were making themselves open and clear since the beginning of this massacre, they couldn't have been the end line, they are the front line. That creature on the top is hard to catch, but it's not the battle master here, it's not the thinking brain here. This one hasn't peeked out. In fact, you see that it's has taken some damage and it had been hit, but it's still not moving from its place, as if a more important purpose is served by staying where he's taking damage.
Okay. So that guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 5, so 70 feet away from you. I literally planned my turn completely 3 times, and every time, like, something significant changed, so it's going to take me a second.
It's
Well-
70 feet if you walk horizontal in air here.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit more, maybe 80 if you have to take the path.
yeah, for sure. I'm just going to cast Erupting Earth.
Whew.
Because that has a range of 120 feet.
Yep. Oh.
And then I'm probably going to die on my next turn, or before my next turn.
Erupting Earth does take material components. You will remove 1d4 from it.
Okay. So I cast that, and my spell save.
Succeed?
Okay, 16 minus 4. And the Erupting Earth, I'll just stick it somewhere back here where it's not going to hit any of my friends, but where it'll destroy this enemy area all around him.
Okay, so do you want to do
Right
just
here.
like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basic.
Is this okay, or do you want to move a little bit anywhere else?
The way that you just drew is fine.
This?
And it'll go much further that way because it's a 4-foot cube, so it's 8 feet. Maybe 6.
It's 5, 10, 15, 20, and then one more here. 24.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Four
20
squares.
foot cube.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's this.
Oh, all right, cool. In that case, I'll scoot over just a little because I want it to be hard for him to move. I'll do it to there actually, so like he's kind of the center of it, but there. Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense. Roll a d4 for me, please.
4 less.
So you want to roll low.
2.
2.
That's up for DC 14. Dex save.
I will roll this without the board.
You want to do?
For copyright reasons, probably cannot.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay,
Box
he
of
gets is +0, so he has to roll a flat 14 or higher.
Ooh!
13! Full damage! Full damage! Okay!
So
Alright.
that's gonna be 3d12.
I mean, the druid has
3d12?
That's 4.
Oh.
Plus
10 damage.
10 immediate bludgeoning damage. Is not knocked prone though, so okay, cool. Azoris, you get up. You take one look at this battle scene. It's been a while, but it's very easy to see. The person who doesn't want to enter the fray, I'll be calling the shots. You hold the earth under this man, and you just pull it down. How dare they take the water away? You're going to take the ground under their feet away. And not only does he fall, the earth clamps and starts to pull him in, almost as if by a wrench.
Cool.
One move!
Whoa.
Hit exactly 10.
Interesting.
job!
That's nice.
I feel like your whole thing is like come back up when I take people out. That's it. This one, yeah. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I do. I will do a bonus action, and I will turn into. That thing is flying. Is there any?
But you don't have flying speed right now, so you don't have anything that flies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the
Turn into. I don't know if it makes sense for me to turn into anything because none of the things that are. Like there's a huge flying guy, there's the. Yeah, alright, I'll just do a healing word on this. Oh no, I can't.
Not this turn.
I can't. You can't dodge as a bonus action, right?
No.
That's a full action.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can do on a bonus action that I'm
Right
missing?
now, you could just take a wild shape.
Just take a wild shape. I would get HP, but I would totally lose my ability to do
Spells, yeah.
spells. So I guess that's it. That's my turn, and I used a level 3 spell slot.
Okay. Crem, that's you.
Yeah. Am I getting the sense that this dragon is malicious? The dragon itself.
You did see that when the stars pounded down onto the water blight, the Icarman, whatever little bit of it was left, residual magic, was sucked into the globe that surrounds the dragon.
Okay.
As if the dragon is profiting from destruction of Evertown.
Okay. And did anything happen with that guy right now? Like, the guy just went down?
Yeah, the guy did not see it coming, was not able to pass his magic on.
Okay. The bubble of whatever material
Yeah.
stuff around the dragon,
Yeah.
is that the radius of the resource center?
No, it is, yes.
It is? And how high up is the dragon?
50 feet.
50 feet.
50 feet is. Yeah, 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. Between the two of you, who looks worse?
the same.
Okay.
Okay. Which is bad.
But you can do it.
I have no.
Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll pass through. Is that
Yeah.
5, 6? I will cast Cure Wounds on Zor. I'll do that. I'll do that level 2.
Okay.
So that is. It's 9, 13 points of healing to you.
What does it kill wounds of planet?
It's just really bad. So essentially I touch him,
Mm-hmm.
and then a wave of healing warmth spreads into him. And now my bonus action, I am going to move my moonbeam right on top of this guy's head.
What's this?
That is con 15. Yes,
This guy, I'll roll it on the board, get a trade. Gets a +3 to con.
no, because it's a 40 feet high moonbeam.
+3 to con is a 15, right? DC 15. So 12 or higher makes it 15.
15 takes 3 points of radiant damage.
Yep. It doesn't like that. Didn't see the stars come up. You get the sense that so far that creature was on the highest ground and didn't like that something higher than that came down and these astral stars just charged at it and hit it with its head. Is that your full turn? Okay. More and more people who were attacking either you or the stability, the core rule of Evertown, habitation. Slowly, one after the other, they start disappearing. Either they don't have substance left inside them to sustain their existence in this world, or you take them down, slash after arrow after. Searing pain is going through your enemies right now. And this monster in the middle of it feels it.
Very well. You see me after all. I am Chef Infinite, with true right to reign, and oh, you have ruined my land.
Jeff Infinite. The name is Jeff. Jeff Infinite.
Yes! my first name is Jeff. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Cool name.
I feel like that's sarcasm. He puts his claw down and descends on top of the resource center. Enough! I would end this once and for all. Where are your leaders? And you see he springs into air. He's not fully flying right now. You can tell he's being animated by the smoke and dust of the destruction of Evertown, and it's not complete, so he is not complete. But on a wobbling kind of stutter, he starts to fly up towards the peak where the Elder Tower is. And he's much faster than you, so he's going a lot faster as well, and is flying all over this. The small creature on the ground, when the dragon comes down, hops onto its claw and goes with it. Is there anything else, anything you want to do?
Because when the dragon lands on the resource center, we take movie.
I did say that. What's the concept?
Content.
I did say it. Okay. Con 15? It's a 9-1! Yeah! Okay! Alright, roll your damage, and what's the.
11.
No, what's the dice for it? 2d10?
Yeah.
It's 3d10?
13.
13 point of radiant damage, right?
Radiant damage. Not sure if it'll do
This
anything.
guy, when he moves, also gets it, right?
They will both get it when they leave again.
Okay.
And I will
Okay, so I make the same roll again.
yeah.
For both, I guess.
Crem, I also need a perception check.
Okay. Perception?
Yeah.
Perception 23.
dragon lands on top of the resource center. In his elaborate speech and in defense of his very normal name, a part of its toes gets caught into your astral constant bulleting of stars. And he shrieks, but immediately the creature and the dragon know what to do, so the next time they awake, they need to save. But as it starts to read Crem, why would a dragon need to come down to launch again if it's already hovering? It can just flap its wings away. For a moment, its wings start to like go inwards. It's just your mind's eye, not in actuality, so none of you see this. It starts to go inwards and just a bulkier shoulder appears, but a humanoid shoulder. This isn't a flying creature, definitely not a creature of myth in pre-satellite times at all.
Is the guy a shape changer?
Wait, so do you share that with us?
What? Hang on.
Oh.
Is this guy a shape changer?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what it's on.
Yep. This guy is a shape-changer.
Can I? Is it when you ask us if we can do anything? Is
Do
it possible
something.
for me to take an attack?
Not attacks, but if you like free object interaction kind of things as the dragon
Yeah.
starts to fly away.
Can I come out
Can I-
immediately?
I need to resolve this. But
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
did he fail?
No, he succeeded. But your perception check got it.
Okay. Anyway, both of them take 4 points. On fails, they take half damage.
They took how much this time?
4.
4.
Okay.
The little creature launches for the claw
Yeah.
and is seared so bad by your moonbeam
Yeah.
that it slips and falls.
Gone.
Oh gosh.
Gone!
Shit.
Sweet.
Yeah, very high AC, very low HP. Yeah.
Okay.
4 points to that as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come out and I'm going to be like, cool, Jeff Infinite. But I'm like, Druids of Evertown. This being seems to thrive on the destruction of our life, of our land.
Uh-huh.
I need you to come together with me
Mm-hmm.
to repair the damage that this creature has done. We will not stand for this. This is our town and we will protect it.
So how can you roll a d4 for me? 3. A couple of druids hear your call, and among them Fira, who was observing from a distance because it didn't seem like they could do anything that could immediately take these monsters and lights and monstrosities down. So what they were doing was taking the seeds away from the ground, so that if this really was the land that they were going to have to leave, they had the basics to build it somewhere else. But they hear your call. And for a moment they think, there at least has to be a fighting chance. And while not all of them respond immediately, particularly wise druid comes forward from the farmlands. This is your person. And is ready to. Do you want to read out the minute actions I can take?
So it can give very good blunt advice, or may take an improvised action and move on their turn, which is my turn.
Your turn.
So basically, I'm like, I have what I've asked them to do, and this is going to be true for until I change my request of them is to start repairing the land and the environment.
Okay. You do hear the Evertonian citizen that you command yell back and says, "Of course, any kind of person who wants to take away our magic can be combated by magic.
Exactly.
And our magic comes as a byproduct of electricity and the natural environment. We can do this." Immediately, this druid is doing the math in his head and is starting to rally the other people to hold the town center down. But the dragon is moving away. I heard you all wanted to do something. Yeah.
So he mentioned to me that he told me what he saw.
Yeah.
I want to cast Charm Person on the dragon.
You are actively fighting it, so this will be a disadvantage.
Oh. One other question.
Mhm.
Do I know whether Dispel Magic would make it come to the ground since it's in dragon form right now? Or if it's like an innate ability that's not magical or something?
Let me look at the spell magic quickly. Choose a creature, any spell of 3rd level or lower, the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using a spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. You understand what that does? If it's under a spell of 3rd level or less, it immediately dispels that magic. If it's under a spell of 4th or higher, you have to make a roll for it. So you can try, and there's a good chance that you'll succeed. But getting it out of the air means knowing what specifically is putting it in the air, and you don't know that.
Alright, I'll do the charm person. So it will make it save with advantage, I guess, but it's a wisdom save.
Okay. 1 second. What level are you doing that? I'm guessing 1 because you only want 1 creature.
Is this also human?
Yeah.
I'll do it level 2. So I can hit that one as well.
It's a range of 30 feet, so you won't be able to get the boat.
5, 10, 15.
So 30 feet away.
Do they have to be in the same...
Yeah, same. You can see, so you're trying to look
of
this way.
each other. Got it. Okay, then just a first level, I guess. So I'll hit the dragon creature.
Okay. So wisdom 16. Dragons. Just a +1. Makes it with advantage. So 15 or higher will make it. No!
What?
That's
D16. 16 just by D16. Oh, D16?
Yes!
Shit! It didn't make it.
You're charming
You charmed the dragon?
a dragon in the middle of fighting it. I don't understand what happened to that ring. It is charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. Free knowledge.
Okay.
Instead of, do you want to do anything else?
I just say, hey, don't worry, none of us are gonna hurt you. Come here, we wanna hang out with you a bit.
Tori? His name is Tori? You gave him a name?
No, I said, come here, none of us are gonna
okay.
hurt you.
Oh, I thought you gave him a name, but
No.
you won that by 1 point. That's crazy. This dragon. Question mark? As it starts to fly towards the Elder Tower, feels the grip of water, soil, plant, light, the natural fiber of Everton come and creep up its tail, up its back, and in its eyes. And for a second, it just feels unstable in the air, and turns around and looks at Azoris. That's how what you want to do.
If I do my channel divinity turn your faith, does that break the spell?
On the, yeah, anything you do to the dragon will break the spell. 1 hour.
1 hour, that's a long time. We can like walk in very calmly to a place surrounded with bad guys, beat the crap out of them.
Wait, so the dragon is just currently flying
Towards Azoris.
Yeah.
Would the dragon do anything under your spell? Like, what is
He
the
re-
spell?
he regards me as he regards me as a friend. He's like, oh, this guy's got my best interest at heart.
Also, point of interest, if a shape changer fails a moonbeam save, it drops its shape. It has to.
If you attack it, the charm person will
But
move.
yeah, not
But
at the moment.
it will become a normal shape changer and not a dragon.
Should I do that?
Well, just
Not
wait
sure.
until
Wait,
wait
wait,
until
You can tell him to
close.
drop his shape at this point.
Right.
Yeah, we just wait until he's here. We just bring him here, then we all figure
Where's
it
the
out.
dragon now?
It's a level 1 spell. Charm person. It's a CR7 or something monster. What the heck?
Wow.
Okay, the dragon is flying towards Azoris. Azoris, where do you want the dragon to be?
I'd like the dragon to just land
At your feet?
right in the middle of us.
Okay, I don't think
Yeah.
you can do that. It's a huge creature to scale. So it'll be flying just above you.
Well, can we get him around here? This side?
Yeah. There's a root
Don't
problem
pick
with
it up, just like it.
This side. Some person only works on human.
What?
Some person only works on human.
Oh no, I already favored that to be. It doesn't make sense because Everton already doesn't have humans. Samla the Warlock is the only pure human left. None of y'all are
Yeah.
humans. So I grew up in it.
Okay, sure.
It's fine, it works in our favor.
Yeah, we chop the dragon. Sure.
But also it works because you know it's not a dragon.
Yeah.
Has the dragon
Has the dragon landed?
The dragon is
I
coming
can
out
just yeet now, you can
Yeah.
decide what happens.
So the dragon comes down, and I start like, I climb on his back, and well, are we doing this in turns? Like,
No, this is, you're out of combat.
great.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I have some amazing
I'll start
friends
walking here.
that I want you to meet.
Look at his dragon.
And I would like to conjure 8 wolves that crawl all over the dragon's back.
So as you're doing all that, I'll heal myself first.
Yes.
I'm going to.
I would like to, like,
Just
you kind of
use
see.
8 dice then, and
Okay.
you're not able to use
Yeah.
it wherever you want it.
4, 5. Sorry. 6.
None.
8.
It's a level.
And we're like crawling all over this creature. I'll do a healing word on myself as well, maybe a
I
couple of them.
will call my mage hand and I'll start stroking the dragon.
What does a mage hand look like?
Okay, so my mage hand is one of the bees is holding a sort of
A little laser hologram?
yeah, a laser hologram, and it comes out looking like this, like a thumbs up, and on my command it changes into like it opens its hand and then just starts stroking like it's stroking a cat. Very gently.
I've never been caressed before.
See, we want to show you affection, Jeff.
Where's my
We want to be your friend. Yes.
Wisdom. Which is wisdom.
It was always make it, or the others will make it for me.
This one.
No, of course not.
I could never have friends.
You have them right here, all around you.
You see a full-ass dragon weep in front of you. Crem, I do need you to make a perception check.
That is, sorry, she's 15. 15.
The waters are a lot calmer now. They haven't gone back to where the river was. The only thing that happens is this: your functions is eventually tear this thing apart. So this person is gone, and you don't have any active enemies in the area, but the terrain feels very harsh. But now that the waters are not bobbing fiercely away from you, you can tell blocked in the wall under the bridge, inside the waves, is something metallic.
Oh, it's still there? So I guess it's like, has it come back?
No, it's the wall is still being held under the bridge. So,
Right, so
where
it's
the thing
somewhere
is,
there.
yeah. It's just you can see it under the bridge. There's something in the water there.
I'm gonna go pick it up. Yeah, I'll go pick it up.
Okay, so I'm guessing you go up onto the bridge and try to reach
You can
it.
reshape water to help to like bring it out of the
You're
water.
busy
It's
with
just a
water.
cantrip.
Are you busy with Champerson?
Champerson is not concentration.
It's not.
What?
That's the actual broken one. Right now.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, go for
It doesn't have a shield component, so I couldn't take anything away from it. Okay, you shape 5 feet of water out from that bank. It doesn't resist as much as you would have expected. It's because it's standing on its own as if glued by air there. And out comes a cylindrical metal object. And I'm assuming you bring it over to Crem.
I do. I just so that it's like a pedestal of water that emerges and rises in front of you.
What does it look like directly?
It looks like a drop capsule. It looks like an actual drop capsule, not via ceramics.
It's really small for a drop coaster. But I'm assuming Crem would have seen one.
Yeah, you've been in drops many times before. They are usually this big. But drop wasn't scheduled for 2 months.
Yeah, so I'd say you guys, that's 2 months early.
I look at Jeff and I'm like, so Jeff, it sounds like you've had a very hard time, you know. But now that you're with us and we want to be your friends, I'd like to know more about you. What happened there? How can we help you?
Are you talking to Jeff about all of this?
Yes.
I do need you to make a persuasion check.
I'd like to help since I am charming Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I stroke Jeff's neck tenderly and I say, man, everybody has rough times sometimes. I totally get it. You can trust Solar though.
Can I use one of your dice? It would still not give you more time. That's a nat 20?
Oh.
What is happening? Okay.
I'm infinite. And then I wasn't. I was becoming small. And I didn't think that was possible, and I didn't know what to do. And suddenly I was in a tight space, and I couldn't breathe. And then I fell asleep. And then a light opened. And then all I saw was this big, muddy, green world all around me. And I had to go.
And you see for a second his eyes are starting to come back to the yellow color that they were when he was angry inside that glow. But it dies out again. And he looks at you and he says, always alone. And I had to make it on my own.
Now that I'm this close to and also touching it with my main hand, can I tell it? Do I get any sense that it is not? If it's an illusion or whatnot, does it seem to?
No, you're touching
It's a
actual
full
scales.
dragon, right? So did someone tell you to do this? Would it make it better for you if you did this? Is that what happened?
I need Azoris to roll 60-10.
Here.
What is that? This one, cool. 1, 2, 4, 5. One more to 10. Is that? That's a fun sound. So 11, 19 plus 3, 22, 25, 29.
29? 29 minutes have passed since you cast the spell. What was your question again, Solar?
Did someone ask you to do this?
I agree.
All I know is that I was happy. And then I was taken, and then I was released as if I couldn't control any of it. And you can tell, even though this is a creature who you've actively charmed into being your friend, he does feel like he's your friend, and he's telling you the truth that this pain is real.
I would like to. I'm on his head, and I'm like, hey, bud, I'm going to show you something really cool. Rest your head on the ground. And at this point, I get a sense that he is not. We can't change his nature, right? Like he's just a creature of destruction. We can't he's not like a regular person who even if they choose a life of crime, you can rehabilitate them.
Yeah, no, you have
Okay.
no idea where he comes from or even what destruction he will cause. So far, he's just been trying to animate.
All right, then once he's down on the ground, I give a nod to everybody else, and I'm hoping this will do something cool. I use primal savagery, and I stab directly into his open eye.
I'm going to attack twice using my arrows.
Into the other open eye.
I'm gonna attack with my warhammer.
Okay.
That's
Huh?
one.
No, it does.
I crit.
Okay, the crit is fine. What's the other?
The other one to make it.
Okay.
It was a 20 and that one.
Yep.
Roll your attacks.
Does it? It's not sharp.
Nat 20. Yes! It is about time.
Do I get him back? Do I ever get to?
Sharp. There's no sharp. Should it become 10 plus 20 on a crit?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Now you know how it feels to return.
24, 15.
Does it 24? Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
28.
Con 15, give me 1 second. I think we roll the damage together, don't do it.
So if it's 2d10, then I roll 4d10?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, but hold on, we roll the damage together. Con 15. Take it.
See,
Take it.
yeah.
Okay, can I just see how much dice it is? 4,
4d10, so
Yeah.
I don't have d100s.
Can I borrow a weekend?
40 times, okay, I got it.
Yep.
Okay, 40.
Okay, so you did it for
Azoris and Solar are done, right?
One more D10.
Wait, 4d10 already includes the 2.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your attack? That's it? 1 attack?
Oh.
We got a divine smite on that one.
You can smite.
Do you have a nat 20? Okay, you can still divide smite, but on a nat 20. Should be a d8? Yeah.
I don't have any more.
Can I have this?
Okay, I feel like this defeat has to go to Azoris.
Alright.
Um,
Oh, you can put it
And
in.
then you just.
I mean, at this point.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna run it through the.
By the way, it's a plus 10. Because of
Plus 10.
Yeah.
18, 21,
Plus 10, plus
25. Okay, 25, 30, that's all that. 34, 41, 46, 56, 61, 66 plus 8 is 69, 73 points of damage.
I'm gonna kill Jerry.
80, 90. Without taking its turn, it's teetering on the edge of death.
Oh, I forgot about
And
Tachi.
all my wolves attack. That's correct. I have 8 more attacks on this thing.
Roll the attacks! I'm not making it happen!
Roll our attack. Okay,
How much
so
time do we have? Do we have 2 minutes on this? Okay. Roll those attacks. This is not happening. He has a high AC.
So when
Okay, here.
the wolves have a
Just a
plus
d20 for strength is 0.
4 to attack. So that's.
Does not hit.
Do you mind saying the AC so I can count? Or
Just tell me what the
okay,
attack is.
so 20.
Yep. 1.
That's another 20
Yep.
out of 4. The other ones were super low. 22.
Yep.
That's 6.
You're rolling all of these at advantage, right?
2 19s.
Are you rolling all of these at advantage because they all have.
Oh god, okay, right, so.
Already hit. Roll for 4 more.
Okay, so
So you got 8 rolls, right?
23 and that 1, and then 2 more and a 16.
So just 5 hit.
Okay, 5 hit.
Just 5 hit.
how much is that?
I'll do that.
Is the outside?
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Are they fine?
Because there's
Wow.
everything, all of us is around this guy, right?
Never been warmed this hard. Oh, that hits.
That
No, that's
This is incredible.
The movie has to be on top of his head. Otherwise,
Truly.
it's not me, it's not me, it's just my moonbeam, guys.
Yes.
Can we roll damage for the plushies and the bolts? So 5 bolts attack,
Yes.
and Beatrice, you add
2d4 plus 2, so that's 10.
2d6 plus 3 into it.
It's 10 flat plus
Wait, do you want to roll damage?
10d4.
Okay.
You
I did that?
Yeah.
This one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. And I'll roll this twice. 4, 6, 7. That's 10.
and plus 10, 20.
plus 3, right?
That's
So
That's
10.
right.
Yeah. And then plus that 7, 10, 13. So that's 23. And then I already said there was another 10, so 33 from the wolves.
33 and
plus 13, so that's 49. Wait,
33,
46,
so
46.
46.
That's as much damage as needed.
That's a lot. I don't know who's this. Whose die is this?
This is mine.
These are.
All I had was the clothes on my back and the $10,000 gold loan from my parents. and immediately all of you rape around him and he is dead. Friends, I never really had any. Let's play the combat out. Azoris, what do you do?
I lean over and stare into this great cat-like yellow eye that is gazing out. I say, I know exactly how that feels. It's as though someone is tearing out your arms. And my fingernails lengthen. Icicles grow long and cold and sharp on the edge of both of my hands, and the same can be said for my teeth. And I tear out one of the dragon's eyes. And as I do, leaning over from the top of his head, as I do that, all 8 of my wolves scrabble at the dragon's underbelly, which I assume is heavily armored, but they are right there, and their nails and teeth dig into the soft places in between the scales. 5 of them find places where they sink their teeth.
Why? When
Immediately,
you're about to find people, they come for you!
immediately as I see Zar's nails start to grow, I'm grabbing my last remaining 2 arrows from my quiver, notching them and aiming it at the other eye. The first one doesn't really go in, but the second just goes in deep, so deep that it almost creates a blood spatter.
They all want a piece of you! This is the dragon starting to wake up as he takes his first attack, and it's... No! Mine! This was all of my making! You don't get to take it from me! Yeah, that's how.
And I take my warhammer and like, your disgraced winged creatures, bad bird!
I add 10 points of psychic damage for that.
And then because of my divine smite, there are like very small angry birds that are like pecking at the snow as well. Just like
Oh no! Mom! And
I look at it and say, you don't get it. This is not your town. This is not your world. This is our town. We did it. And I spin my arms, and the light, the original moonbeam starts flying. All the stars start swarming towards him. More fly in, and it forms a huge patch of starlight that shines straight down and weighs down on his back.
I don't want out of this. Take me away. And you see, at this point, he's at the edge of delirium. He can't tell what's real anymore, and he reaches out for these stars and grabs them, and almost like he thinks this is his parachute out of this place. But it sears his hand. He's just like, no, my gold. All I had when I started was my wits and the $10,000 gold loan from my family. And he collapses to the ground. As you all look up from the carnage in the middle of you all, you look around. People are broken in body and have taken a dent to the spirit too. The one rule of every town, protect habitation, almost shattered. And an unexpected drop threatened to ravage your home, the place of survivors, the place that lived beyond the original and total environmental collapse of the world, and decided one thing that we will get right this time, to live together, not just with each other, but with whatever exists around us that is not us. But you stopped it. You stopped the total collapse of your world when this one creature wanted to claim all of it to his will. You halted one of the final and deadliest monsters the olden people tucked away in the satellite. You are heroes today. But you don't quite know how this happened. 2 months too early for a drop. Even if this was a monster, you would have been prepared. In a month's time, the Elder Council would have told you what you needed. You would have known the nature of this thing. As you stand and look around, the Elder Council comes running down from the tower. Muntang, the elder of agriculture, Arani, the elder of art, Dengirbo, the elder of energy, Duna, the elder of communication, Rival, the elder of space, Chini, the child who crunches all that data and is a prodigy at it, and Samna, the warlock, who looks at you, grateful through and through, but also just cannot believe what is in front of her, and she says, the satellite was supposed to hold them all. Hold them off until we were prepared. And for a second you see she drops the golden threads in her hands as if she can't understand what is happening. What would you like to do?
I look at her and I'm like, it's unfortunate that this happened, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. But today, I think we have proven that no matter what comes our way, we will stand by our convictions, and we will take down any threat to this beautiful home of ours. So don't worry, Sandra. We've got this. You got it.
I look around and there's some part of my mind that's thinking, why did this drop come 2 months early? I look at, while he is talking, I look at all of the elders in the face to see if there's anyone who seems less surprised that this has happened, or anyone who might have avarice in their eyes or something like that, someone who wants to overthrow the order of Everton.
You can give me an insight check. Is there anything else anybody's doing?
Just go around checking if anyone's hurt, and try to like reassure them, feel them in it.
You find a couple of people who started pulling at least the fallen record keeper, the fallen zombie who turns out to be one of the nurses from St. Reuben's, who was out trying to get to the record keeper but was turned on her way. A bunch of people who pulled them away, as well as them, are all in need of urgent medical attention.
I used all my neon hands on myself.
Okay. Immediate first aid from your experience of rushing to the aid of people who've fallen on the obstacle. And you're just like, I see you. Immediately lather it all on yourself, and then what do you do?
No, because I used it earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I think now I'm just like, oh, it's okay. And then I'm like, I carried them to the hospital.
What? Yes, I was expecting this would be at least a medicine check. It's an athletics check to track them. Absolutely. You can get a couple of citizens and they can help you hobble over to the hospital. Immediately be taken care of by people there. What would you like to do?
Is there an elder that takes care of like growth? I didn't
Take care of what?
growth cultivation.
There's one for agriculture.
Agriculture?
Name is Muntana.
Muntana, which one is it?
This one.
So I walk over to that civilian druid, take his hand. I walk over to Moontown and I say, let's do this together. And I start casting, and I reach into the fabric of life, start growing.
You can immediately feel all that magic that was pulling away from you, that one might say the extent of your vitality that was reduced starts to come back to you. So your maximum hit points are coming back. As the plants grow back, the people are being treated. And so now, as you just watch these elders just realize their responsibility and start to come together. Sorry, what was it?
That was a 12.
You can't quite tell. You two are quite occupied. You both can't quite tell
I don't really
It's
know.
who or what might have caused this, but there is a full community. All citizens of Evertown have one purpose for the rest of the day, the rest of the year, to figure that out, and you know this person will not find a hiding place. And that is where we end our session.